Hello, my name is Brittany Williams, and now I will be conducting my sheep brain dissection. So first we're going to start with the dorsal side of the brain, and I've already cut the brain down the longitudinal fissure, and that's what holds the two hemispheres together. So this whole top part right here is the cerebrum, and this is the largest part of the brain, and it's made up of the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. So the left hemisphere is known for speech production and comprehension, and then the right hemisphere is known for pattern recognition and spatial relationships, and also is known for emotions. This makes up the cerebral cortex. And so this front part right here is the frontal lobe. And with the frontal lobe, we see that it's known for judgment, personality, memory, movement. All of this is the frontal lobe. Then we have the next part is the parietal lobe. And with the parietal lobe, it's known for memory, and it holds sensory information. Then towards the back right here, we have the occipital lobe, and it's known for visual processing. And then down here, we have the temporal lobe, and it's known for memory, speech, hearing, and emotion. Right here to the back, we have the cerebrum, and it is the little brain. It's known for balance, coordination, and timing. Right here, across here, all the way across here, we have the transverse fissure, and this is what separates the cerebrum from the cerebellum. All right, if we turn the sheep's brain over to the ventral side, right here we have these two are the olfactory bulbs, and they receive neural input about smells and odors. And then, I don't know if you can really see it, but we have the optic nerves, and they cross at the optic chiasma, which makes kind of like an X shape. And then we have the optic tract that's across here. That's where the axons proceed to the thalamus. Down here, we have the pons. And the pons are a part of the hindbrain, and they manage our states of consciousness. If you look down here, this is the spinal cord. And with the spinal cord, it's made up of white and gray matter, and it connects the brain to the body. And it's where our movements are controlled. Okay, so now we're going to look at a sagittal view of our brain, our sheep's brain. So if we start off right here, we have the corpus callosum. And with the corpus callosum, it separates the right and left hemispheres. And it holds the hemispheres together. It's involved in emotion and limbic association cortex. It facilitates the communication between the two hemispheres. Right here, we have, I don't know if you can see it, we have the lateral ventricle right here. And this is where CSF is filled. And CSF is where it's the nutrients for the brain. It's where the brain is washed. So all of that is in the ventricles. And this is the lateral ventricle. We have one on the left side, and then we have one on the right side. On the right side. Next we have the pineal gland. It's this little bitty round thing right here. and it secretes melatonin and facilitates our sleep and awake cycles. This one right here. Then the next one we have is the thalamus. It's the grand central station, and it relays and sends out sensory information, all the sensory information except for olfaction. Then down here we have the hypothalamus. It's known for eating, sleeping, sexual behaviors, and body temperature. And then we also have the third ventricle, which is right above the thalamus, and it's filled with CSF. Then across here, we have the cerebral aqueduct across here, and it connects the third ventricle with the fourth ventricle right here. One thing I think I forgot to mention was on the outside of the sheep's brain, we have the gyrus, which is this wrinkly, bumpy part right here. And then we have the succulus, which is the lines. It looks kind of like a valley of the brain. I also wanted to mention, if we cut it coronally, you can see the gray matter, and then you can also see the white matter. The gray matter are cell bodies and dendrites, and then the white matter is the fatty axons right here. And then we also have, this makes up the brain stem, which connects the brain to the spinal cord. And that concludes my sheep brain dissection. I hope you were able to see everything, and I hope you were able to hear me clearly. Thank you so much for your time.